Hello everyone, welcome to Ambience and Design. This is the channel where I post all of my architecture content from Iowa State University. And in this video, I'm going to be talking about 8 essential items that you need for architecture school. Let's get into it. We as architects communicate through visual, and our ideas and visions move from our minds through our hands and onto the papers. This unexplainable process is done most effectively with liner pens on papers. Liner pen is an inseparable tool for architecture student. You probably heard the phrase, an image worth 1,000 words, and it is absolutely true within architecture. With the development of modern technologies, now you can use your portable devices such as your tablet or your phones to sketch your ideas, but personally, I like to do it the analog way. How the pen comes into contact with the paper surface, the texture and the color of the paper, the ink that flows smoothly and sticks on to the medium. The most common brand, and my favorite, is the Sakura Pigma. The price for a pen depends on the color and the size of the tip. I mainly use the 0.1, 0.3, 0.5, and 0.8 millimeters black ink pens. The price is $2.5 per pen, and the quality is absolutely amazing. The ink is consistent and waterproof, ideal if you want to use these pens with watercolor. When you first get into architecture, you're going to be producing drawings for a number of semesters. The content ranges widely from elevations to sections to idea sketches, so on and so forth. T-square simply helps you to draw straight lines by strategically placing your paper either on your drafting table or on the edges of your desk. Placing your T-square along the edges and draw away. A T-square costs around $18 if it's a metal one, and a $10 for a clear plastic one. Personally, I like to use the plastic ruler because it allows me to see what is underneath when I draw something. But it comes with a disadvantage, and that is I can't use it to straight out my cuts, since the Exacto Knife would cut the edges of the plastic ruler, making the ruler uneven in the future. Since architects communicate mostly through visuals, elevations, sections, plan drawings, and floor plans are the documents that we are going to be encountering in our daily lives. In order to capture the dimension of a building onto a paper, people use a system of scale and ratios, and it is crucial for architecture students to learn how to use an architecture scale ruler. Each scale will display a certain amount of information. With 1/16 scale, you should be able to see the entire structure, while quarter scale will show you the details within the interior space. The architecture scale ruler is a triangular ruler with 6 faces, each with a different scale. The cost for an architecture scale ruler is around $5 for a plastic one and up to $13 for a metal one. In architecture, you're gonna be making a lot of study models, so invest in a good Exacto Knife will save you in the long run. Exacto Knife, like its name, is precise and sharp, suitable for cutting lightweight materials such as foam boards, chipboards, balsa woods, and cardboards. I'm using an Alpha rubber grip Exacto Knife. The cost for the knife is only $15, but in my opinion, it is the best $15 that I've spent on knife. The knife has a sturdy trunk, comfortable non-slipping rubber pad, and tightly designed cap to hold the blade inside. Adhesive is an essential item to have in your architecture arsenal. Personally, I like to use super glue. It is portable, requires a small yet effective amount to hold things together. It dries fast, therefore saves you time, and it doesn't require heat like a glue gun would. A preferred brand, and I see commonly used in the College of Design, is the Instacure. The price for this adhesive ranges from $8 to $12 or more, depends on the size of the bottle. With another $1, you can purchase a dropping tube nozzle, which has a small output that lets you work with small corners and details in your model. Another method that you can use is to pump the superglue directly into a syringe with the needle, but I wouldn't do it if you don't know how to handle the needle after use. Wherever you choose to spend the majority of your time making models, the top priority is to protect your desk. Having a self-healing cutting mat helps you to achieve a smooth, uncut desk surface. In my opinion, the minimum cutting mat dimension should be around 18 by 12 inches. On one hand, anything that's bigger is more comfortable to work with since you have a lot of surface area, but it's really hard to carry it around. On the other hand, anything that's smaller doesn't have enough surface for you to work on, and it's gonna slip due to its lightweight. This cost me around $20 and it is still in good shape. I like the weight of the mat as it doesn't slide around when I cut. In addition, I like the square grit of the mat, which helps measuring and cutting more convenient. It is also portable, which I can carry in my portfolio case as I work from my apartment and in the studio. Using color in early design phase brings out the spontaneity and inspiration. Not only does color improve your design through eye-catching diagrams, but color also provides an aesthetic feature through materiality and the ambience of the site. For me, the main criteria are to have a medium that is portable, but also have a unique characteristic of that medium. As the early phase of design are all about iterations and rapid case studies, watercolor seems to be the right choice as its nature reminds me to not latch on an idea in the early phase, and there's more to explore before transition to the next phase of my design. I'm using Leningrad's watercolor with 24 pans of color in opposed to the default watercolor tubes. The pans are hard to crush and water activate, which translates to a cleaner choice. I also bought a box to keep my watercolor in. The total cost is around $35. Finally on the list is tracing paper. In order to react and redesign as fast as possible, architecture students rely heavily on tracing paper to do so. Since architecture is a paper-hungry major, there's only so much space that you can write and sketch on a piece of paper. With tracing paper, you can save time by putting another layer on the top of your previous sketch to modify or noting. Tracing paper works wonderfully with lightbox as the thinness allows you to see through the paper more easily. And that wraps up the video. I hope you guys enjoy it. Like, comment, and subscribe for more architecture content from Iowa State University. And I will see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.